And I don't believe there should be anybody on this floor. I think I cleared them out, right? So, yeah.
What was that?
Again! You're a floor below! What do you care? Ugh. Janitor's note, Hamilton. Oh. I didn't read that before. Hold on. You go there. Hamilton's place was up here. Copper wire, crossbow bolt, mercury vapor distillation? Huh.
There are so many skilled craftsmen across the Empire.
Thing about blueprints is, like, they have such weird names, like scientific mumbo jumbo, that you can't really tell what exactly they upgrade until you're in the next mission. This time I saw it. Dragging a hooded creature dragging some bloody thing along the corridor. I'm not sure whether it was prey or another dog or one of the guards. Those bastards have been mocking me for months now, saying that I lost it and that Dr. Hypatia should lot me out. Dr. Hypatia didn't say much when I first mentioned the half-devoured dog. Is she protecting someone? Dr. Vasco looks most suspicious to me. He hasn't even left recuperation for weeks now. Last time I saw him, he was drawing some rotten blood from a body of a guard who got stung to death by blood flies. Nobody will listen to me. I'll track the monster down myself. I'll set up some traps and keep watch every night. Okay, that explains the trap in front of the door, then. Is there anything in here to grab? No, just a dead plant. So, recuperation's the next step, which is where I think that note said Hypatia was anyways? Hold on, let's check out the outdoors a bit first. Ow! Oh, what did I land on? Oh, this.
Sir, there aren't even any patients here anymore. The men don't understand what's so important about Dr. Hypatia. What should I say when it comes up?
Next time someone mentions it, just tell them that the Duke will have us flayed alive if anything happens to her.
That's clear enough.
Anyway, Domino is one of the really, like, practical abilities out there. Like, it is just useful for most things.
No, too far away.
Of course. Otherwise, we might have had a few minutes of excitement. At least we're not down in the mines, I suppose.
We were born to be bored to death, like our parents before us.
Runes down there. There's a rune on this floor too. And a corrupt bone charm, but I guess I could get that later. Let's check out recuperation.
This is going to be tricky.
Okay. Another blood fly clearing section. Oh! Got a rune. What can we get? I've got 5 already? Wow. Bone charm crafting would be a good thing to get now, but I just don't have enough good bone charms. Next bone charm I get, I'll get it, and then I'll show it off, because I quite like it. Wait, where do these ones group around? Incendiary bolt. Wait. Okay, there aren't really any tending this hive. That's good to know. And an interesting note, if you don't have the incendiary bolts to like take out the hive and the blood flies at the same time, you can use chloroform bottles, I believe, because you throw it at the hive or a group of blood flies and they all basically breathe it in and die. Okay, most of them die. Damn it. What? Yeah. And in the event that you really have nothing to break the nest with or kill all the blood flies with, if you just shoot the nest, here, I'll see if I can show it off after I It's about that one. I want to burn down. I need to find a good way to show this off. Okay, yes, you saw what happened? Like, I got close and they started to glow and attack me. But then the nest was already destroyed, and then a second later, they just kind of peaced out. Like, take a look. They get real defensive when you're next to them, but if you were to break the nest with, like, a gunshot, then they just kind of lose all of their organization and they start to scatter around. So really cool detail. Like, they're not, like, peaceful. They're still hostile if, like, too many of them are near you at the same time. But they have, like, no magnetism to each other anymore once a nest breaks. And so they're a lot less lethal. Raw whalebone. Bourbon rum. Oh, a tanning box. Nice stuff. Looks like the only blood flies are there. There's no active nest here. Nasty stuff. Bone charm? Swift shadow. What does that one do? Oh, okay. Now's okay, that's a particularly good one to have bone charm crafting for. So check this out. Bone charm crafting. Let me get it. It's one of these passive abilities. And so bone charm crafting. I have 2 raw whale bones. And so what you do is you sacrifice bone charms. And then you can craft 2 to 4 trait ones. And the more that you craft, like the more ones that you stuff into one bone charm, the higher chance that it'll be corrupted. And so it'll just choose like a random negative downside to apply to it. And then if you have really high level, if you like completely commit to friggin' crafting bone charms route, then you can craft runes by the end of the game, which is kind of nuts. But anyway, what I want to show off is, yeah, you can bone charm craft, but check this out. Trait synergy is like when it really gets nuts. Use the same trait up to 4 times across your crafted bone charms. And then lower chance of corruption with bone charms 3 to 4 crates. So I'm going to get this first. And then maybe if I'm really rolling in the runes later, I'll get witch crafting. But normally stuff that like bone charms that are like 3 big, they're nothing to worry about. Like, they probably won't get corrupted. This is the Swift Shadow. So I learned this trait. And while we're at it, let's find one that's, like, also pretty good. That one. Alright. Random chance for void powers to not consume mana. And you see, you can't break these. Look, traits cannot be learned. And the same goes for corrupt bone charms, because they usually have like an interesting drawback to their good bonus. And that would just be taking the best of everything. Okay. So let's just sacrifice one more to like even it out, so I can show you how to make a level 3 one. So raw whalebone carried is 5 and it requires 4. But I want to see Swift Shadow. And look, okay, you can do it up to 4 times because I have the one that lets you stack them, right? The bone charm synergy. So let's see. No! Oh, well, that's not so bad. Okay. That's honestly not bad at all. Because now I have that one thing that's like 3 times as good as the normal bone charm would be. But crafted bone charm 1, Swift Shadow times 3. And I guess I'll just like stick hardiness on here because I have the open slot. So let's see if I can compare the two. This is like logistics. This is like its own little mini game. So hold on, if I take this off, unequip, and I go into stealth mode. Okay. Now let's try that again with my new crafted bone charm, which is like swift sneak times 3. That is pretty nice. Woo! Dr. Hypatia? I believe she's right here.
I've gotten something under my fingernails again. What was I working with? Iodine, perhaps? Are you a patient of mine? I'm sorry. I should know that.
I'm here to ask you about something.
Do you cover your face because you were hurt? The afflictions we treat here are more common than anyone likes to admit.
I'm not here for treatment. I'm looking for Anton Sokolov.
Sokolov? Yes, he was here for a short time, but she took him away to see Kirin Jindosh. Do you hear something?
What about the Crown Killer? The patient of yours?
The Crown Killer? That name came from the newspapers. I'm afraid I don't... Oh yes, the murders. I was in Dunwall, studying diseases found among whaling crews. Wait, did someone just call me? I've been forgetting things. The Crown Killer is an interesting case. I feel almost sure I could help with that. It's just, I used to do such good work and now my memory is failing me. Who is that calling me? Excuse me.
Yeah. Hypatia's got a few screws loose. Absolutely superb voice acting by her voice actress, whoever she is. I'll probably annotate it on screen. But, God, there's so much mystery to this place.
But I can't put my finger on it. I wonder what she would say about this.
Vasco, there you are.
Are you all right?
Dr. Hypatia did this. She's the Crown Killer. But she's not herself. She developed a serum trying to help the miners. The first version caused horrible changes to her mind. It's too late for me, but maybe you can still save her. She's a good person.
What can I do?
In my safe, in disease treatment, you'll figure out how to make the counter serum help her. The safe code is 312.
I've always wondered what your flesh tastes like, my dear assistant.
Christ! I've done this before and that scared the shit out of me.
I come and I go, putting Hypatia to sleep as I want. But even when she's awake, I'm with her, looking out through her eyes. My cold, dry sister. She saves her love for the sooted workers, suffocating deep down in the mines. For the children in hovels at the edge of the city, cursed with short, nasty lives.
She's gone. What happened?
Finally! That's a short blade. Bad choice. against someone like me.
Okay. Ugh. Getting out of here. Vasco's journal. Oh, right, back in disease treatment. Okay. Yes.
Oh well.
It's taking quite the turn. Hamilton. Three, 1, 2.
Let's see what's in here.
This time it has to work. I'm certain the dosage is right. Grind all the solid ingredients together. Done. Add some egg whites. Done. 2 weeks in my safe, away from the daylight, should be enough for the serum base to activate. Add half a syringe of tainted blood taken from an infested human corpse. If Dr. Hypatia was in her right mind, she would probably object to this step. Several have been killed by blood flies. All the previous blood samples seem promising. Heat the final mixture. Inject as soon as possible.
Vasco's notes.
Okay. Patient.
I finally understand it. There's a part of Hypatia that she doesn't even know about. It's always there, riding along in her mind, takes over, and forces her to use more of the original serum with some regularity. The new reads her here, and, if I'm right, sends her out on diabolical assignments. Hypatia is the one the newspapers are calling the Crown Killer.
Disgusting.
Bloody footprints. But there's a cure, a counter serum. I'll try to administer it once I get my notes from the safe in disease treatment. Hello? Oh, Alexandria. I was just... No. It's you.
Yes, Vasco, my love. You were found out, and now we have some experiments to conduct. Come, I'll make you comfortable.
No!
Okay. Making the counter serum now. God, that's like a nasty looking syringe. Okay, and then turn the Bunsen burner on. And then should distill out here? Yeah, okay.
For her sake, I hope this works.
Okay, Crown Killer's upstairs. Oh wow, look how fast I move while stealth. This is nuts. Excuse me, gambling's a sin, and I'll be taking all the money from this, because stealing from gamblers is not a sin. Oh, shoot, you didn't die because I rolled you down the stairs, did you? Okay. Shit. She's right there.
Young and healthy and well fed. Rich then.
Which way are you gonna head? How about I decide for you? Ah! Too far away? Come on. There we go.
No, no, no! Not back to sleep! I won't go. I won't give it back!
Dr. Hypatia. Hypatia?
Yes. I'm sorry. Something's not right with me. Maybe I contracted something working with infectious samples.
No. Someone was poisoning you. But you should be better now. I found some alchemical notes and made a counter serum.
Poisoning me?
Don't worry. I'm gonna take care of it. If you need a place to lay low for a few days, come find us. I'm staying with an ally on a boat called the Dreadful Whale.
And that's the end of the Crown Killer.
I need to lie down.
There's a bit more here that I intentionally didn't show you, because there are two ways in this mission of revealing that she's the Crown Killer. Way number one, you go in here and you talk to Vasco, and it triggers that scripted scene where she throws the wardrobe through a window, which is friggin' great. Love that. And then way number two, I believe, has something to do... Oh, right. If you go into this room and you stay here long enough, you can see her through this window, those two windows there. She starts to, like, convulse just if you wait in here for a long enough time. And then eventually she just becomes the Crown Killer on her own and, like, jumps off, and when you come back here, she's gone. And that's basically the reveal. Although, there's a bunch of notes in here that basically spell it out for you. The dock captain just sent word that he spotted Sokolov, knows his habit, says Sokolov buys whale blood off the boats by the gallon. So you seem to share some interest with the old genius, so why don't you go over and invite him like we said? The sooner the better. He's probably staying on a boat in the bay. Keep him in Addermeyer. Don't hurt him or he'll be useless for our plans. If you're hungry, the dock captain has served his purpose. Yeah, so it's implied that the Crown Killer is a cannibal also. Implied? This is strong. Hold on. It is shown that the Crown Killer is a cannibal. And also, you may notice something. These knife models are the same as the knives that Dowd's assassins use. As far as I can tell, there's no actual connection to Dowd's assassins. This is just a knife model they had on hand, so they used it. It's a little confusing if you know too much about the models like I do. Audiograph.
You did well finding Anton Sokolov, my friend. The old man is with Kiran Jindas, who is prying him apart, digging out all his secrets, adding...
What do I smell here? River mud, northern spice. Maybe I'll just cripple.
Sorry, Doctor. It had to be done.